Hello, Amakus fans. Welcome. This is Post Queen. My name is Witness, guys. Join us by subscribing our YouTube channel and help us to reach 10,000 subscribers to our YouTube channel. The recent attribution ruling involving Cape Town Spurs and Kaizer Chief has sparked significant debate within South African football, raising complex legal, ethical, and structural questions about players' contract, youth development, and the broader integrity of Premier Soccer League (PSL). At the heart of dispute is controversial status of players Asanile Valebay and Baartman, who were declared free agent following Spurs relegation, a decision that has allowed other clubs' relationship with the chief, distancing the club from accusation of misconduct while expressing deep concern over the implication of the ruling. His remark framed the issue not as personal conflict between clubs, but as critical case for the contractual stability and financial sustainability of South African youth development model. So this analysis explored the legal foundation of dispute reviews present within South African football and international comparisons, and assesses that the potential consequences for club players and the overall footballing ecosystem. It also examined how relegation, attribution process, and regulatory inconsistencies are reshaping the landscape of contractual enforcement in PSL. So, Cape Town Spurs CEO Alex Eftatho has clarified the nature of club business relationship with the Kaizer Chief following a recent unfavorable attribution ruling. And background, the dispute of ruling, Cape Town Spurs lost an attribution appeal to SAFA after PSL Dispute Resolution Chamber (DRC) had early ruled that two of these players, not by Asanile Valebay and Baartman, become free agent following Spurs relegation. The attribution Hilton abstained, declared the overturn to DRC ruling. The practical consequence: those players were able to sign or had their names associated with the Kaizer Chief as free agent. Also, if the Tau clarification in response, Spurs Alex publicly addressed the misunderstandings about dealing between Spurs Chiefs and the players, especially Valebay. He emphasized that the Spurs had directly accused Chief to wrongdoing without evidence, rather than he framed concerning of media misreporting or miscommunication. He also highlighted the Spurs and Chief have had positive business dealing in the past, for example, players transfer, and that the relationship, while carried, require respect for contractual norms and transparency. More emphatical, Alex voiced deep concern over broader implication of ruling, warning that it could chill youth development if club cannot reliably enforce contract when relegation occurs. So in such complication and emotive dispute involving contractors, youth development, and regulatory interpretation, a few key dynamics stand out. First is contract sensitivity and structural weakness. Spurs' argument is built on notion that contract should be honored regardless of changes in league status. If relegation allows player to walk away free, the investment in long-term youth development becomes a risk. The attribution ruling, however, suggests that relegation may in effect change the nature of those contracts, example becoming immature or render them void, at least under how the DRC and SAFA view the legal framework in the case. Power of access matters. Big club like Chief General have more influence, resource, and attractiveness. When youth prospects see opportunity at bigger clubs, they may be more willing to press exist, especially if legal ambiguity support that. Smaller development club like Spurs bear to burden of nurturing talent. It costs with the expectation that they recap or cash in via transfer, a ruling weakening to expectation strike at the financial viability of clubs relying heavy in youth development. In reputation signaling, they clarify that Spurs' relationship with the Chief remain cardinal arbit condition or professionalism. Alex is sending a signal that this isn't a personal field but dispute over principle and procedures. He also positioning Spurs as defenders not only of their own right but of the integrity of the system. If this outcome stand, it sets a precedent affecting all academy and small clubs. So the fact that Spurs have turned to SAFA attribution suggests they believe there is room in challenge to ruling, delay on inconsistent stance in Baartman case, also feeding into suspicions of uneven application or procedures shortcoming. So in risk and potential outcome, for Spurs and small clubs, if the ruling is upheld broad, their contract may become less enforceable in relation scenarios, making them more vulnerable to losing top youth talent without compensation. Also for players, they might gain more freedom in movement, especially when the club are relegated, but that may come with a trade-off: less protection, more uncertainty. So football development in South Africa, the ruling could discourage investment into youth system, widen inequality between big and small club, and reduce long-term talent pipelines. For Chief and other inquiries club, they benefit in short term, getting talent without paying fees, but face reputation and regulatory security. So I believe Alex's clarification is strategic attempt to defend Spurs' interest, making clear they are not anti-chief but pro-fair process. Frame the debate, shifting it from club rivalry to how the interleague development architecture is affected. Bulls are public sympathy, appealing for stakeholders, fan, media, and other clubs who may see this is test case beyond individual transfers. Unless the attribution decision is reversed on appeal or by further regulatory reform, this ruling may stand as dangerous precedent for development clubs. However, there is still political and legal space within SAFA, PSL, or even appeals in civil court for challenge, especially if Spurs, backed by other affected club, push in counter narrative emphasizing contract fitness. Thanks guys for joining. This is Sports Queen. My name is Witness. Don't forget to subscribe.